Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great full body workout in a circuit format of resistance training to work your whole body using bands, dumbbells, and other stuff. Today we're going to use a tube for a chest press, a kettlebell or a heavy weight, and then a little bit smaller weight on a set of dumbbells, and I think that's it. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to move. 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout. Get your heart rate up, get your muscles and joints warmed up and ready for movement, and your mindset ready for movement. Okay, so as you can see, we're going to start with this tube today. We're going to do a chest press. So I like to have the band on the insides of my arms versus this so it doesn't scrape my arms. It's more comfortable. So on insides of my arms, we're going to step forward, shoulders down and back to start, press forward with those tubes. Keep your tummy nice and tight here to help give you that good stabilization. Also, when you press forward, we're stopping here. We're not going into like a hyper extension there. Nice and slowly, both directions. 6. When you do this on your second set around, switch which foot is in front. So take note right now which foot you stepped forward with. 9 and 10. Good. Remember, you can always step further away from the wall for more resistance. Step back closer to the wall for a little less. And then you can always change your weight if it's too much. Next, we're going to do a split stance squat. I've also seen it called a stationary lunge, but do it with something nearby to hang on to for balance. So I'm going to grab my kettlebell here. You don't have to do any weight with this. You can add a little weight. You can add no weight. We're going to put one foot in front and then one pretty far back. For this split stance squat, it's exactly what it sounds like. Your feet are pretty wide apart, forward and back. We're going to go straight down. Now, I want your weight in that front heel. So notice that my knee is staying right over my ankle. Chest back, shoulders down and back. It's okay to hang on a little bit so that you can maintain that balance since your feet are so spread out. It's just going straight down, just like you're going to kneel down. You don't have to go that far down. 9 and 10. Good. Now we're going to switch sides. So put your other foot forward, nice and far, so that you have that good form going straight down. Turn this way. 2. Shoulders back. 3. Just like you're going to kneel down. If you're having knee pain with this, try a little bit smaller range of motion, like right in here. But really focus on keeping this knee over your ankle. And rest. Okay, set that weight down with good form, out of your way so it's not a balance issue. Next, we're going to try some lateral raises on balance discs if you have them. If you don't, that's okay. You can do it in a tandem stance. You could stand on your BOSU if you have one, a balance pad, or just stand, or you can even just sit on a ball if that helps. So nice and slow, out to the sides, tummy nice and tight. Now if you're having any shoulder pain with this out to the sides, you can bring a little bit of a diagonal here. Also, you can bend those elbows. Turn it into more of a fly like that. It's shortening the lever. So try one of those methods if this isn't working. Also, go a little lighter on the weight. You don't want a lot of weight on this one. 2 more. And 10. All right, good. Again, I'm just going to rack those weights so they're not in my way. And move my discs out of the way. It's really important, especially in a home gym, where you might not have a lot of space. So you want to make sure the area is clear. Next, we're going to pick up either that weight that you use for your split stand squats, or if you didn't use any weight, pick up a heavier weight of some sort. So you could use a weight plate or a dumbbell. I'm going to use a heavier dumbbell. We're just going to carry one weight on one side. This is called a farmer carry or a weighted carry. So this is a really actual good core exercise. So you want to grab that weight on one side. Now, it's common to want to do this, right? Like if you're carrying a heavy bucket and you're walking like this, trying to brace. I want a weight heavy enough to challenge you so you can feel it in your obliques, but not so heavy that you cannot be equal. So if you need to, you can look in a mirror. I've got a mirror here. Make sure your shoulders are equal. And then I just want you to walk. So I want you to walk slowly across your room, maybe down the hall. We're going to do about 30 seconds or so on one side. Keeping that tummy nice and tight. That's really what's working here, is your core to keep that weight from pulling you off to one side or the other. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. Get nice and equal with those shoulders. Really engage that core. And if you're not feeling this at all, try a little bit heavier weight. Doing these weighted carries is really good for things like osteoporosis, but also just training regular everyday muscles. Because when you think about when you carry groceries, are you always carrying equal amounts on both sides? Or do you do more like I do, and you load up one hand and then you need your other hand to get in and out the door and all of that? So you can even think about it when you're doing those types of activities. Okay, engage your core, help so that you don't hurt your shoulders. So you're not doing this type of thing, and, loading up one arm and hurting your neck or your shoulder or your low back. Just think, okay, I've got this. I'm going to tighten my core and do this safely. Okay, next we're going to do a balance exercise. We're going to do starfish holds. So we're going to turn into a starfish and lean over. We're going to work on about 30 seconds here. Now notice that my body here is in line with the leg that I have out. So if it's too much, you can come back a little ways, but that angle stays the same. The only thing that's bending is right here. So as I bend over further, my leg goes out a little further. They're just all connected here. Commonly I'll see like I'm bend over and then I lift my leg and it really throws your balance off. Really work on that stabilizing, making your one straight shot there. All right, switch sides. Tummy tight, that helps all of these core exercises. Arms out to the side, starfish. You're taking that weight off center. Also pulling your shoulders back. You want to be in a nice flat straight line here, not forward like this. Nice straight flat plane of movement here, or plane of holding rather. Again, this is a good hip strengthener. That hip you're standing on is really doing a lot of work here. All up and down that leg, your toes all the way up through core. Your arms may be getting a little tired at the end of the workout. And rest. Okay, I'm going to lower down to the floor for the last exercise. We're going to do penguin abs. So I want you to lay down, feet flat on the floor with your knees bent. I want you to think about flattening your back to the floor. Arms out to the side. We're going to be reaching side to side towards your heels. So what I want you to do is think about a rope lifting your sternum towards the ceiling, like this, versus this, because I don't want your neck to hurt. So we're going to lift your shoulder blades up and go side to side, reaching towards those heels. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, remember that rope pulling your chest versus your shoulders being yanked and your neck being yanked and all of that. Okay, go through those 1 or 2 more times, add some cardio in between, like I always say, and then follow up with a good cool down and stretching. Again, if you do all of those through 3 times, it should take you about an hour. So that's a good length for a workout. If you can only fit in 1 set and that's all you can possibly fit in for your day, that's great. At least you did that. So fine. Kind of get into your rhythm and do what you can do. Sometimes add a little more if you can. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to message me privately or leave a message in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great workout.